the banks of the Mississippi River, home to the king of rock and roll and also the Memphis Tigers, where the fans have moved the party from Beale Street and are ready for kickoff. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the UCF Knights, taking on a team from the AAC, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Memphis will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So UCF's offense is on the field for the first time today. And here comes their leader, Jesse. He just has a way of elevating everybody's play.
And he's a point guard, too. So good at distributing the football, finds the open guys, and he makes this offense go.
Makes it go, and just, you can trust him. Everything is available. You're not playing with one arm behind your back. You've got all guns blazing.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. Johnson wants to throw it. He looks that one in nicely. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Line getting set on second down. Leaves it with the back. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. The Knights in the hurry up. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback will audible. Trying to find his man on first down. He's going up top. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense came into this game, guys, knowing that they were going to be tested. The offense throwing it vertically down the field. And you saw it right there on the opening drive. They were ready for it. Great job locating the ball and getting the INT.
So the Memphis Tigers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of...
Off he goes! Touchdown, Memphis! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season.
Oof. Was QB outbelled 2 ass against me. Goo tuning their defense sucked.
first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Johnson looking to throw. Wide open downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. The give on the inside. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carry.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Using the quick game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent.
Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 10. And he's going to score. Touchdown, UCF! And they tacked on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive, maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays in the lead.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick 6, but he needs to be more accurate.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Memphis will be forced to punt. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. All the way back to his 5-yard line. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Finds his tight end. Tough physical run, stiff arm and all as they get it out to the 13.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Trying to turn the corner on the right. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Looking for a deep man. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. defender right there, almost had it in his grasp. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On third down, he drops to throw. Keeps the play going. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll bring it back. It's Rock. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in.
These guys are some dudes.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Quickly to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. All the way back to the 15. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He'll keep it himself. At the 45 on his way. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
Pulls it and fires to the left. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Johnson wants to throw it. He's got his man. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Knights are on the move. They'll throw it on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Here comes the offense on second down. The RPO, it's complete. Breaks the tackle. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Trucks through the defender. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Knights will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown Knights! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. It's complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. It's complete to the left. They get him down after he makes the catch.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route run. Really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Using his legs, it's DeMarco. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Fights off a defender. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Still looking. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Johnson looking to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Reels it in down the left side. Oh, look out. There he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, UCF. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to throw. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Now they'll run the draw. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Memphis will be forced to punt. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it's caught at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Knights! And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And he's going to bring it out. That is a decision he will likely
Punch out with me.
and he's knocked down at the 10. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Memphis wants to move quickly. He wants to pass it on second down. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Moves around to clear up the vision. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. He's looking to throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. They put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Snagged in the middle. It's DeMarco.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Steps away to find some room. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football.
Was QB out belt to ass against me, who tuning their defense suck.
Get positive yards,
These
Makes
guys
the
are some
defense have to
boots.
account for him every
Matt,
single
come
play.
chat with me.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Dumps it to the back. Catch in the middle. It's Wiggins. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll throw it on first down. Getting some heat. He'll take the deep shot. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Johnson wants to throw it. They're trying to get to it. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. The Knights will kick it off to start the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. He's going to pass. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. They'll go to the ground. The Tigers get enough for the first down.
I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Grabbed in the middle. It's locked. They make the stop, and this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The back goes in motion. Looking to throw on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Greer.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Direct snap. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, going up top. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the second time today. This one from 34 yards out. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive. And now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And that's the end of the line for the return man, but still business to attend to. A penalty marker is down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down.
Was QB out belt to ass against me, tuning their defense set. These guys are some dudes. Matt, come chat with me.
They rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Johnson looking to throw. Finds his back in the middle. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. The Knights want to crank the tempo.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Looking to go up top on first down. Trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the misfire, now on second down. He wants to throw it again. Quickly complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding, getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Pocket starts to collapse. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. I know you want to keep the ball away from the other offense, but going for it inside your own 40? The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. Line gets set, first down. On the run, it's DeMarco. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Feeling some heat. Got out of trouble and throws. Caught over the middle. It's Crispin. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Got him downfield. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. There he goes breaking the pocket. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the one. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Snap it to the back. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. And the D deny them on second and goal. He'll pull it on the read. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Memphis. Well, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down. This is a great start to getting back in this ball game.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
You see so many offenses these days just throw swing routes to the running back. That's the extension of the run game. Well, that's the play that's the extension of. It's the toss. And when he gets outside, watch out. He can dial up home runs.
Johnson wants to throw it. They'll run the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. He finds his man. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll leave it with him. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Quarterback on the keeper. You're not getting him on the ground. Still on his feet. Touchdown, UCF! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Throws to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
On the move, it's DeMarco. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. They'll try to run for it. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down.
And defensively, man, you just want to get to fourth down, right? Give yourself an opportunity. And even though it was 4th and 1, try to get the stops, especially this part of the field where they could come away with points and kick a field goal, or they could come away with a touchdown. Man, I want to get this stop and get off the field, but the offense executed. Defense just missed out.
And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. They've been running it, but now the pass. Got it on the outside. It's DeMarco.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
He's back to throw on second down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. They'll try the run. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll try to do it himself. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work.
All right, so they fail on that fourth down, but the game is not over yet. There's still time. Defense has to get the ball back quickly. Offense is going to have to score quickly.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So they'll try to salvage this drive on 2nd and long from the 12. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
And with the lead like they have here in the fourth quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
Quarterback checking the play. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. Keeps it and gets the first down. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Caught in the backfield, it's DeMarco. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Memphis picking up the tempo. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Virginia took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. And the end result was a focused group of Cavaliers that fired on all cylinders. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Johnson looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
It doesn't matter what the defense has tried to do. Man coverage, zone coverage, blitz, whatever. Quarterback has been locked in. 350 passing yards now.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. The jet sweep pass. Inside the 45. And he breaks into the open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Knights! And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. He'll come out throwing on first down. Gets it out fast. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air on first down. Got his man quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Got his man downfield. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes the catch. It's DeMarco. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock. They'll try it again from the one on second and goal.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
He's looking to throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Snapped it in the shotgun. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Going up top. Makes the grab on the right. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30 plus. We waited so